For the first time all year, the Revolving Door Lounge is open. I am joined by my best friend and my partner in the community service crime that I pulled off the off-season, Punch Drunk Paulie.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. I've been waiting for this for 4 long months.
I still can't understand why I was stuck with you. Wait a minute.
Oh, we got the action beginning already.
This music is familiar.
Oh, no way, no way. No way.
No, it's not. Who in the world is coming? Whoa! Voodoo! This is Voodoo, my friends! The Dynamic Synsation, who last we saw on the Labor Day edition of Saturday Mayhem.
6 long months. I'm back.
Voodoo is back. I love it.
Kicking off Spring Breakout. What a surprise!
Voodoo.
This is a way to kick off Spring Breakout with Voodoo. Come on, people! Voodoo! Voodoo!
This man was once dubbed
The Freestyle Fighter from Chicago.
and a man with a change in music. The Freestyle Fighter from Chicago, a man that's made his name in the music world in the off-season. It's the Diz!
Diz is here.
And what a match!
This is how you start off Spring Breakout.
What a way to kick off the season!
Like these two.
A former HWA Champion and a man who's been so close on the pinnacle of that, making his return. The Dynamic Synsation. Brian Phoenix once referred to him as the future of HWA. We're talking about March Madness. This is definitely, oh, there's a show of respect right off the bat.
Let's get it started.
Uncle Cletus gets us started, and here we go.
Cletus starts off. Cletus back in the ring. These two back in the ring. I am pumped.
Senior official Uncle Cletus, the Diz gets the push off. How much ring rust is going to be in Voodoo, Paulie?
You know, that's a good question. I mean, he's been out 2 extra months. I mean, everyone's going to have a little bit of ring rust, but I think Voodoo might have a little bit of disadvantage.
For personal reasons, Voodoo was taken off of Scars and Stripes. He was the hardcore champion. A 2-time hardcore champion, was set to defend the title at Scars and Stripes. And for personal reasons, he had to be stripped of the belt, and he has not been seen, but he's got a suplex.
And he is back and looking better than ever.
The war paint is on. The Dynamic Synsation. Psycho Joe wanted me to point out he was the emo warrior at one point. He'll never let that go. And I believe Voodoo's got a tough test. Oh, the Diz.
That was in the gut. That was above the belt.
Yeah. Uncle Cletus has got the best seat in the house, checking out, making sure that one disobeys the rules.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Submission.
Knee to the back of the former HWA champion. The Diz has headlined 2 Battle of the Bands concerts here in Streeter at the Total Wreck. Oh, the Diz trying to fight off of it.
Diz has been busy on his off-season.
Plans on working on a new music video this upcoming week. And the Diz setting up, trying to show that power game. Oh, look at that. Nice suplex. Had Voodoo. Blood going to the brain, and Voodoo feeling the effects.
Did you see that extra hop he took? I mean, that is devastation.
Diz going for the early victory. Only gets 2. The Diz trying to fight his way back into the title picture.
Well,
Voodoo over his shoulders, and usually this is a setup for... Oh!
Just drops using that power. Diz might be one of the strongest members of the HWA.
He has obviously been working on his artillery in the off-season. Usually when he has an opponent over his shoulders, it means the military press. Oh, and a powerful clothesline. Be only a matter of time before we see Voodoo try and fight back the Diz. Oh!
Oh, wow. Just takes his face plant on the edge of the ring.
And the Diz is riled up, as we all are, on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, my favorite holiday, Skeeter. I got my George Killian's Irish Red. Gotta go Irish tonight.
Going all green here.
Maybe some Jameson later tonight.
I just hope the puke isn't green.
I sure hope it is.
While I, on the other hand, are green with envy. Oh! Knee into the midsection by the Diz. And working over again. The Diz wrestled for a half an hour as he whips Voodoo into the corner. Going to the outside. Voodoo coming right back. And,
Big back body drop. And again, Diz just using his power, just picking him up, throwing him.
And the Diz slowly going into the cover. Another 2 count. The Diz at Total Eclipse wrestled for almost a half an hour in that Survivor Series elimination match where he was tagged with his old partner, Icky Thump. And he was the last man eliminated by Sinister and Reginald Butsy III. Voodoo coming right back with shots to the back. Voodoo can adapt to all styles. The hardcore style is where he is game.
But you know, just like he said, he's got technical abilities too. I mean,
that's where he's working on right there. Choking the Diz.
Voodoo's an all-around.
It is a clean choke right there. Cletus.
1.
Diz's arm dropping once. And breaks out after only 1. Both men rocking the tanks. Is about 82 degrees, but it does not feel like it. And an DDT.
This could be it.
1, 2.
Oh, just the 2. Voodoo showing how resilient he is.
And the Diz with a nice hair day for once. Right off the top of the program, Brian Phoenix finally. Diz has Voodoo. Ow!
Oh, reverse to a DDT, big DDT.
Oh, and the Diz going to the outside. They were right on the edge, and the Diz could not stay in.
1.
And honestly, I think the advantage. Oh, it's now Voodoo throwing Diz right in. And now Voodoo thinking of an aerial assault. No, just setting it up.
He's setting him up.
Right dab middle as Voodoo goes up to the top. His first aerial move since September. Swanton! Cover! 2! No!
Oh, just a 2.
2 and yes.
Unbelievable the Diz kicked out of that.
2 and a thumbtack, essentially. Speaking of thumbtacks, it is free per view, and Brian Phoenix dropped the bombshell that we've been worrying about for months. Jimmy Jack Daniels has to defend his hardcore title later tonight against the silent killer Lotus.
This should be intense between them two.
And Voodoo.
You know Lotus wants some revenge after what Jimmy Jack did.
At Total Eclipse at the end where we were asking ourselves, why, Jimmy, why? Clothesline couldn't connect. Voodoo trying to find some way to knock him down. And,
oh, big knee to face.
A Triple H style.
He always wins.
The Triple H style high knee.
Very high knee, I must say.
The fan's not buying into Jimmy Jack's apology, so he's got to prove himself against a man who wouldn't care so much for a championship as he is for trying to get retribution. Oh, and we've seen this submission before. We saw it a few times in last season, especially at Golden Opportunity when Voodoo got a win in 3 stages of hell.
What are you? Turn me out.
Oh, and it is getting out of there, and Voodoo.
His power.
Voodoo laying steady after he could not get the win, get the submission victory. Now a knee. And both men centered. And the Diz has got Voodoo propped. Almost famous!
Oh, almost famous.
And Voodoo hitting the mat hard. Diz slow. To get to the cover, does not hook the leg. Oh, 2 count!
I think if Diz would have covered him better, he would have had him.
Cletus tapped the mat 3 times, but that was a 2 count.
His shoulders were up before the 3, so
That was
it was close though.
That was barely. The fans laughing for whatever reason. I didn't even see what they were doing, but Diz and Voodoo, a great match to kick off the show. Another cover, 2 count. Action right off the get-go.
This is the way to start Spring Breakout. These 2 fighting competitors right here.
The perfect way. We talk about March Madness. This is definitely one of those. I wouldn't say. Oh, Diz trying to go for a clothesline. Oh! Unprettier by Voodoo! Connecting right up the get-go. Nah, 2 counts!
The disc kick out of
The
that.
disc kicking out of the unprettier.
Voodoo's not happy.
Voodoo coming back for the first time since September, and now he's going to the. Oh no! He's got a steel.
I assure you, this isn't a hardcore match.
There is this. No, there is not. This is not a hardcore stipulation. Oh! Oh! He tried to. Oh! He had Cletus! And now he's just snapped.
A man after my own heart.
Voodoo! Oh!
Oh, just clubs him with the feet and senseless chair.
Voodoo knocks out Cletus, hits the Diz with a chair multiple times,
What's that about?
and he's walking.
Voodoo has left the building,
What the
frustrated.
fuck?
At frustration.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Thank you.
The first "What the fuck" chant here at the House of Hybrid.
Hey, it's. I mean, obviously.
We have more questions than answers, and Cletus is calling this one off.
DQ. I mean, Diz wins, but I'm not sure that's the way he wanted to win it here at Spring Breakout.
No. I don't know how Voodoo just snapped after Diz kicked out of the unprettier. Cletus a little bit shaken up. But when you're in a family with Jimmy Jack Daniels, the pain doesn't last long. Don't know if the Diz wanted to win it this way, but a win is a win wherever you could take it.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be more to come between these two.
Plenty more from the Diz and Voodoo this season, and plenty more on the way as we've just begun with Spring Breakout.